Let's go. Come on, bro. Let's go. Bing, bong, bing.
What made her this way?
Bing, bong, bing.
What is the attraction?
Bang, bang.
What keeps us fascinated?
Bing, bong,
This is the story of Christian.
Bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bong, bing. Incredible. You like that introduction?
On October 16th, 2017, Christine published
SLGB. Oh, straight. Or excuse me, she put straight into the LGBT. It's so weird.
the final pages of Sonichu Issue 12, marking its completion. The comic begins with episodes 25, To Be or Not, a Tom Girl, told from the perspective of Sonichu's then son, Robert Sonichu, who reminisces that when he was still a young boy, he did not find destruction and violence fascinating like the other boys, and wondered why violence made him feel sad. He spoke with his already evolved.
That's true, bro. As a young boy, I loved violence. I know that sounds crazy, but that's just kind of, we used to, I don't know, man. My friends and I used to beat the shit out of each other. That's just fucking life, brother. You know what I mean?
Sisters looking for guidance. Sarah told him that boys were not supposed to be slow and cruel, but many were, and that Robert was one of the nice ones. Christine told him much the same sentiment. Upon speaking to his parents, Sonichu told him that he was without question a boy, while Roaster told him that they would still love him for who he was. Magi-chan told Robert that she knew what would happen to his life, but saying so would—
Wait. Sonichu said that it was still a boy? Sonichu being transphobic? What? Are you kidding me? I'm assuming that's supposed to be like his father or something.
defeat the purpose of the young Sonny's journey of self-reflection and discovery.
Go in there.
Magi-chan revealed that Robert's soul was female, and how he was to handle this information was up to him. Robert researched gender identities and sexual
It looks like that person was trying to coerce that person into changing their gender. That's fucked up.
orientations online, and wrote a report on the topic, for which the teacher gave her an A+. Afterwards, while being bullied by Farah, a schoolboy, Robert revealed that she was learning to embrace her trans identity, which made Farah emotional, confessing that he was gay. Robert said that she was a lesbian, and that they were both part of the SLGBTQ community, and Farah told her that he had a so-called bro dude, Doug Dawson, whom he loved. The two reconciled and went their separate ways. Later that day, Robert confessed to her two sisters that she decided—
that's really sweet, but I'm sure that a gay kid, gay person, that was insecure about their feelings of attraction to men, I'm going to kind of doubt that they would instantly have a revelation, go, oh my god. That was like a wiggler. Oh my god, I'm fucking gay? Oh shit, you know what, you're trans? I'm also gay. I'm not gonna beat the fuck out of you anymore. I probably would still beat the shit out of them. Probably make it worse, considering there's an identity to the LGBTQ. Probably feel like, oh, I have to. Because the more I hurt people that are part of the LGBTQ, the more I feel. And the more I feel disconnected from that identity, you know? It's really fucked up.
it's to be full woman, just like the mayor of Quickville, Christine Weston Chandler. Sarah and Christine hugged her in love and support as she suddenly evolved into her final form. The three then became embarrassed as Roberta spontaneously ejaculated. Sometime later, Roberta meets with Magi-chan up in the tower high above the police department.
What the fuck?
Magi-chan gives her a gift from the future, a CD filled with binaural beats designed to transform her body from male to female after consistent listening at night for at least 2 weeks, without any need for surgery, but nevertheless would have the process—
I fucking hate Geno. Without the need for surgery. Not surgery. Surgery. I just can't. I really can't. Geno says that's fucking ridiculous.
expedited with periodic boosts of Magi-chan's psychic pores. After 4 weeks, Roberta develops double D-cup breasts.
Whoa!
And after a further 2 more weeks, her penis shrinks and her vagina sprouts out.
Sprouts.
After a few months,
Wait, why would why would a vagina sprout though? like if I get the penis shrinking, but you wouldn't sprout a vagina. A sprout is like pushing out. Wouldn't it just like maybe you sprout like a clit? Okay, whatever.
Magi-chan examines her body with X-ray vision and confirms that she has become a fully functioning female, requesting to return to him the binaural beats CD, while still taking the doctor-prescribed medication until she would be told to stop. Roberta receives a life achievement trophy in the style of an achievement achieved in a PlayStation game. She goes on to reflect on her relationship experiences over the years, recounting her dates with her classmate, Vulva Pie, an original character.
Vulva pie? Isn't a vulva part of the vagina? I fucking hate this so much.
Created by the troll Alec Benson Leary, playing the part of Chris's online girlfriend, Jackie. In the comic, Jackie is the mother of Vulva, and after ending her relationship with Chris and leaking private information, she leaves Quickville, taking her daughter with her, and thus ending Roberta's short relationship with Vulva Pie. A few years later, she meets Mimi, a green roast Jew, at Quickville Shopping Center, and after a lengthy conversation, start dating, and continue to hang out casually. Finally, Roberta reflects on a more recent accomplishment. In 2015, with her sisters Sarah and Christine helping her record the event, Roberta runs into the sky to do some skywriting, and then performs a sonic rainboom, an action lifted from the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic cartoon, consisting of her releasing a grand burst of energy and creating a gigantic rainbow in the sky, which lasted for only 1 minute, and could be seen from all across the East Coast of the United States.
Wow.
In her closing statement, she states that she is loved by her family and friends, and encourages her readers to love themselves for who they are.
What are you guys doing, bro?
The next episode features a prologue set in the middle of a fight scene between Chris-chan Sonichu and the Sonichu form of Reldnek, as Chris-chan monologues about love and hate. The story then goes back in time to reflect on the events which led up to the fight. Episode 26, Prideful, is set during the first annual SLGBTQ Pride Festival of Quickville. At one of the stalls, Angelica Roseju meets one Danny Steckel, created in tribute to the YouTuber D-Stex, who had donated $1,000 to Christine to further the production of the Sonichu comics. She thanks Mr. Steckel for his generous donation to the town's soup hotels.
Mr. who? Steckel?
Sonichu comics. She thanks who had donated $1,000 to Christine to further the production of the Sonichu comics. She thanks Mr. Steckel for his generous donation to the town's soup hotels. Meanwhile, in the park, Christine, her twin sister Crystal, and other main characters are having a picnic and chatting on the grass. Gradually, more and more main characters appear and join them. Heather Iglesias, the nanny, brings over Christine's self-conceived Sonichu children, Russell and Cynthia, and they briefly embrace.
Self-conceived?
Next, more characters.
Wait, he fucked himself? Is that what happened there? Is that what we're saying? That's incredible.
Enter the scene, including Patty, Bionic, and Migaji. Then, Reldnek also shows up, shocked that Chris had turned into a woman since the last time they saw each other. The villain explains that when he was changed back into Natesurk and was reunited with Kel, they started hanging out again and joining Pokemon tournaments.
Cool.
However, after some time, Natesurk became fascinated with men again and could not stop thinking about being more powerful as Reldnek. Then one day, he found himself changed back into Reldnek Natsu Natesurk, though he could not achieve his previous Sonichu form anymore. He left a note for Kel, stole a motorcycle, and made his way back to Quickville. He didn't know where Chris lived, so decided to attend the Pride Festival because he thought Chris would go there to fulfill mayoral duties. Reldnek goes on to complain to Chris to her face via a near full page of text, calling her homophobic because she had wanted to cure his gayness. He yells that Chris would not work because she is afraid of being fired. She hid behind signs while looking for women, looked like a perverted freak, was incredibly introverted, let herself get blackmailed and deceived many times by those she called trolling stupid, and would not work for herself while she remained stuck in her supposed depression and naive shell. Christine counters his arguments in a similarly constructed page of text, annotating that this was in reference to Chris and Reldnek being mirror opposites of each other. She admits that she used to be naive and depressed for a long time, but has matured mentally and emotionally since then. She notifies him that she became more accepting, kind, and understanding ever since she came out as a lesbian trans woman, and that she is very needed at home. Christine apologizes for forcing Reldnek into becoming something he was not. He accepts her apology and commences to feel neutral towards her. He then leaves the group amicably to eat a relish dog with mayonnaise, when suddenly, he seemingly enters a pocket dimension and disappears from sight.
Whoa.
Magi-chan appears to tell the group that Reldnek's aura had vanished, and suspected their arch-nemesis Count Graduan pulled him into a void to re-enlist him for his services, and predicts that an attack would soon fall upon everyone attending the festival. In the void, Graduan, while still constructing a body for himself from spare parts found on the moon, tells Reldnek that he could give him back his hatred and powers if he were to serve Graduan again. Reldnek accepts the offer. Meanwhile, Christine puts the festivities on hold as her and the Sonichu is ready for battle. She also reveals that she is in the possession of a subspace cube, which could be used to send people into a subspace or an interdimensional void of suspended animation, where individuals, such as Jerkops, could be sent and could not be called upon by Graduan to act for him as he wished. Magi-chan announces to all the festival goers that an army of Jerkops was approaching, as Graduan transforms Reldnek into Reldnek Hatak Sonichu and orders him to lead the troops into battle. Then, Christine has a future vision of her half-brother, Cole Smithy, sneaking up behind her and knocking her out. Chris teams up with her sister Crystal as they both cry out Electric Hedgehog Power and transform into their respective Sonichu forms, Chris-chan Sonichu and Crystalina Rosechu. Together, they are known as Chris-chan Pure.
What is it? Is that supposed to be like Dragon Ball Z? Chris-chan Pure? Okay.
Goes up to reflect how he had soul-searched to find his true self, one filled with hatred, and acquires an Xbox Life achievement for fully finding himself.
An Xbox achievement. All right, because the Xbox is fucking dog shit, right? That's for the that's the logic there, huh?
He transforms into a Sonichu form and unleashes an army of jerkops and those possessed by Graduan onto the heroes.
Fuck, dude.
Chris-chan dodges an attack from her Graduan-possessed half-brother, Cole Smithy, and then knocks him out. Upon realizing that it was in fact her half-brother she had knocked unconscious, she sends Cole into the subspace, where he would be safe from Graduan's influence. Reldnak pulls Chris-chan Sonichu into a void where they fight the fight that was previously seen in the opening pages of the episode. Meanwhile, the Sonichus, Rosechus, and citizens of Quickville fight back against the onslaught of foes. After prolonged fighting, many of the enemies are knocked out, while others are sent into the subspace for their own protection. Then, Chris-chan transforms back into Christine and steps out of Reldnak's different dimension, carrying an unconscious Reldnak in her arms. While updating her citizens on what had transpired, Reldnak disappears from Chris's arms. The episode concludes with Magi-chan, Sylvana, and Chris confirming that their new subspace cube is effective. As a bonus, the next 2 pages reflect on Chris's real-life transformation into womanhood. She shows that when he started wearing skirts in 2010, his father was vehemently against it, while his mother was hesitant. Before his passing, Bob told Chris that he accepted him for who he was, and told Barbara that he loved her. Chris's mother grew more accepting of his changes through the years, up to and including 2014, when Chris formally made the transition into a lesbian trans woman. She recalls that in her past life, she was a lesbian who had attended the Woodstock Music Festival in 1969. During her transition, Christine acknowledged that she had been naive and homophobic in the past, but had since changed and had become more accepting and now feels more positive, confident, and happy with herself. The final story, Episode 24, Part 2, The Clip Show, is a continuation of the conclusion of Issue 11, where Sonichu and Sylvana, theoretically playing the part of Sonic the Hedgehog, discuss past events. Sonichu goes on to talk about his and Rosechu's wedding in 2007, which features an event that was inspired by a moment from a Sonichu fan comic by Jong Crayon. Despite several nervous episodes and misunderstandings, Sonichu and Rosechu get married. Sonichu then moves on to discuss a later event, which starts with Rosechu, who after shopping at the mall, falls down a flight of stairs and is not able to get up. At Franklin Chandler Hospital, it is revealed that she had broken both of her legs and is to stay at the hospital for 2 weeks. During this time, she enjoys a lot of food from the downstairs cafeteria, and by the time she has to go home, Rosechu discovers that she had put on some weight. On the first night back home, Sonichu and his children cook up a large feast, which Rosechu uncontrollably gorges down and develops a large pot.
Oh my god, I forgot about this fucking aspect of it. I forgot about this part where like he's for some reason, or she, sorry, was like fucking obsessed with like feeding porn. This shit's fucking weird as hell, bro.
Instantly. While she goes upstairs for a shower, Sonichu gives Roberta money to buy a pizza for herself and her sisters, while he goes up to have a serious talk with his wife. While squeezing into her pajamas, Rosechu states that she feels great after her stay at the hospital, and does not apparently notice that she had gained weight. Sonichu adds that while he was waiting for Rosechu, Roberta offered him 2 slices of their large supreme pizza with spinach and pineapple, which was very good and filling, so he pokes belly. Rosechu then breaks down crying, admitting that she is disappointed with herself because she had gained all that weight. Sonichu comforts her by saying that he still loves her, no matter how her appearance may change. He then embraces her fat belly and comments how comfortable it feels, resting his head on it.
Ew.
The next morning, Sarah meets her mother and is shocked by her appearance. Sarah makes a joke about Rosechu looking pregnant to lighten the mood. Sarah becomes distraught because Rosechu is only concerned with eating. She becomes unwell, so Roberta records a video of Sarah explaining that she feels she is unable to function because their mother is big like Godzilla. Feeling angry, she walks away, debating on whether to punch her punching bag or eat a cupcake out of frustration. As time went on, Rosechu gets bigger, and so does her daughter, Sarah. Then, on the night of May 1st, 2009...
Why does the daughter... Dude, that looks like a penis in the game. Doesn't it look like a shaft? Alright, whatever. Why would the daughter get fat? Like, I'm just asking from the... From Chris Chan's perspective. Like, you're making the wife fat, I guess, because you want to fuck that character, but, like, why your daughter as well? Is there some kind of weird thing where you're trying to, like, apply to this fetish to your theoretical comic book daughter? It's weird.
9. Sonichu has a dream in which he is transported to the opening of a reddish cave by Count Graduan, who informs him that he has kidnapped Christine Weston Chandler and Rosechu, and Sonichu must pass through 3 challenges in order to reach and rescue them. First, he must cross a green river of a mystery liquid and would discover what it is by throwing a nearby cucumber into it, as instructed.
Oh my god.
Upon doing so,
it's fucking like pickle brine?
Sonichu realizes that it is in fact a pickle brine river through which he must swim. As he travels through the brine, his body swells and he begins to fatten. He finally reaches the end and climbs out, appearing to be greatly overweight.
Why would you want to... Dude, what the fuck? This is so weird. This is even... Somehow you made the feeder shit even weirder. Like, why? Like, okay, you're doing the feeding shit. Okay, but like, you don't like pickles, so why would you do the feeder with pickles? Like, that doesn't make sense. This is insane. You could have done anything. You could have made a fucking ice cream or something else.
His next challenge is to climb through a tunnel, which would progressively get narrower as he climbs. Sonichu enters, and the slime at the bottom of the tunnel helps to turn him back into his normal physique, and he squeezes through the rest of it, up to the opening at the top. He is met with 2 doors, behind each of which are 2 rooms which are on fire. One contains Christine Chandler, and the other, Roschu, and Sonichu must decide to only save one. After contemplation, he chooses to save Roschu.
Maybe if you just went faster, you could save both, no? And wouldn't that be a thing that you could do? I feel like that's true.
As he enters, he finds her in the middle of punching a hole through the wall into the other room, through which Christine climbs through, and all 3 exit to safety.
I mean, this is kind of fucked up, though, no? Because now they know which one he values more. I mean, this is fucked up, bro.
After a loving hug, Christine and Roschu fuse together and become the overweight form of Roschu, who falls onto Sonichu, crushing him. Sonichu then wakes up in bed, on top of Roschu, and confesses his dream. Roschu reveals that despite enjoying indulging herself, she prefers a more active lifestyle and wishes to lose her weight. She teams up with Sarah, and they both proceed to train and exercise to eventually burn off their excess weight.
Cool.
Thusly, Sonichu concludes his reminiscing to Sonic, and then the men meet up again with their partners, Roschu and Amy Rose, respectively, and part ways. In a behind-the-scenes epilogue, Sylvana changes back from her Sonic disguise, while it is revealed that a shape-shifting Pokemon called Ditto played the part of Amy Rose in the episode. In a further epilogue, DJ Jamsta Sonichu and Elisa Roschu sing the song Love is Love, Not You've Been Pwned.
Oh my god, what?
Roschu sing the song Love is Love, Not You've Been Pwned.
Okay. Hold on. Bro, I remember this from... How do I show you this? There used to be a website called yougotowned.com, but it was spelled with a P. That I used to send to my friends, and we would send each other back because we were fucking cringe. But I don't know how to find that website. How do I find it? Wait. Dude. I don't think I could ever find it. It's lost to fucking history. Holy shit. Wow.
On October 17th, Christine published the cover art for the upcoming comic book, Sonichu Issue 15, which was a recreation of the cover for Issue 0, with the original Christian form replaced with her current Christine iteration. She promised the issue would be somewhat of a recreation of the first 3 episodes, except with more details, commentary, and dialogue from the characters. On Twitter, Chris reflected that when comparing the artwork of the covers for issues 0 and 15, she found that her art style had improved quite well.
Wow,
also on that day, she made a YouTube video detailing how to make one of her Sonichu medallions.
Captain's log, stardate 10172017. Do I have to do that every time? Because I have the C-log and the date written, typed in the title of it.
You don't have, why would you have to ever do it? What do you mean? Wait, that's so... Did Christine thinks that she had to do that every time? I don't understand. What the fuck?
This video. The reason I am making this video today is for the fans. Okay. Definitely for the fans. But also I want to make it perfectly clear that this video is not to instigate anybody looking to make fake, or quote-unquote fake medallions. I mean, because I pretty much have gone out of the market of making them myself. Model magic. You will need some white model magic. And, let's see, you're going to need some crazy glue. You can buy a pack of 2 of crazy glue at any Family Dollar store for like I think it was like $3 or $4. And
what do you mean? Why wouldn't Family Dollar be a $0? $1? I guess it's like not a lot of dollar places are changing. I guess like Dollar Tree is $1.25 now, and Five Below is selling stuff that's over $5. Crazy world we're living in. Fucking thanks Joe Biden. Thanks Obama. You know what I'm saying, dude? Inflation, that's for the birds. Based.
Of course, you'll need paintbrushes.
Is it haveigotowned.com? Is that real? If porn pops up on my computer, bro. If it does, I swear to my mother's life. No, this isn't it. This isn't the website.
So go ahead and get yourself an assortment pack so you can have a large one to cover large surfaces or thin ones to cover these detailed thin areas. And of course you'll need acrylic paints. These are obtainable at any craft store or Walmart, reasonably priced. Alright, so obviously I'll scan this and upload it later, but anyway. This is the full head of the medallion. Okay. It's a big part. That's for the spikes. You're gonna end up making 4 of those. That's the muzzle mouth area. Okay. This is the nose. Pretty much the diameter of this nose and the length of the nose. And this is an ear.
You don't nose that.
You're gonna make 2 ears. Okay?
She goes through the process of crafting the medallion out of clay.
And I think that's about it, so don't forget this and that, the other thing. Do this, do that. Like, subscribe, everything. Send money. Because we need to hire people and gotta pay bills. Ain't free.
True.
So,
bills ain't free for sure.
I think that's about it, so.
Well, I guess bills are free. They give them to you for free. You just have to pay for the bill. So the product that you bought wasn't free. Kind of getting a little too technical here, but.
You can also follow me on Twitter and Facebook. You know where they are. So everybody have a great and safe day.
You can also follow me on Twitter and Facebook. You know where they are. I feel like they would. But if they're not following you there, they wouldn't know you. Okay. Weird. This game kind of reminds me of Half-Life.
Hey, be geek, be proud, Mom! Him go. Shitty person. Have a good day. Be safe. Be good.
I lose my ability to...
It was also on that day that Chris released a video, which was largely a reenactment of a viral 2010 video made by YouTube personality Copper Cab, in which he rants about the claim made by the adult cartoon series South Park of people with ginger hair not having souls.
Gingers have souls!
And considering what he had said back then in response to a certain episode of South Park, but yeah, it's like, I can totally relate to this. I mean, you can put this against anybody, really. Anybody who's being discriminated against a minority, including anybody in the LGBTQ. Or hell, might even say blue hair? Blue-greenish hair? Whatever. But still, anyway, I can relate. I can empathize.
You can empathize because of your hair color? You chose that hair color, though. But, yeah, okay, sure, I agree. Not really, though. Gingers don't have souls.
So, again, this is a reenactment. His words, not mine. But I'm gonna just pretend for the moment my hair would be red, and pretend I have freckles like Applejack. Fuck you, bitches! Fuck you! Bitches, you! For real! You get sick and tired of everybody making fun of red-haired people. He's a ginger! She's a ginger! They're a ginger! Yeah. Really? That's funny. Yeah, okay? I've been called ginger every day.
Bro, this is fucking unhinged, bro. What the fuck?
Every single day at school. Every day of my life. I've contemplated suicide. All sorts of things. It pisses me off. Ginger people do have souls. Alright. I'm red hair. I'm red hair. Got red hair. I'm proud of it. Alright.
In response to this, Copper Cab shortly after released his recreation of the video Chris had made for the rapper song competition in 2007.
Oh my god, come on, dude. That's fucked up. Well, that's fucking great.
Hey, P-Station. My name is Christian Chandler. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I have a PSP. I like to rap. I play for rapper and go with him now. The only song I know is Master Onion, which I got from a demo I borrowed from my friend Cameron.
This was soon followed by...
That was fucking awesome, bro. That was fucking awesome.
Interview video with Christine, hosted by Copper Cab and his friend and video editor, Cameron Nahas.
We're going to pretend to start now, okay?
Pretend to start.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Hello. Hello.
Welcome to this special
What's
interview
happening?
we've got with Christine and Copper Cab.
Christine. This isn't just Christine. This is an internet legend. This
This
is
is.
an internet figure. I mean, come on. This is Christine Weston Chandler, the
This
creator
is.
of Comic and Roast You, the greatest fucking comic book on the that ever came, like in the internet. Like this is
Okay.
amazing. It's a huge deal.
They discuss the origin of the Sonichu comics, the house fire, and her struggles with exploring her identity within the household.
I'm curious. You handle it so well, you know? Like, how did Barbara? Did she support you?
Yeah, my mom was a bit put off at first. I think it was kind of like I kind of slid into it because I'd say among which years before.
Bro, I just tripped the fuck out of that guy. What the fuck? Did you guys see that? The fuck? Did I do that? What? I can trip people? Wait, this is incredible. Keep walking, Dick.
Before I figured myself out and realized that I was female soul, I started wearing sports bras, and I also definitely changed my underwear. And then I started wearing skirts, and I felt more comfortable in the skirts. And that was when my father was still alive. And then after he passed on, I started wearing skirts and dresses more often. Yeah, so it's just kind of like visually, it was kind of like easing in before I finally did come out in June or July 2014. And my mother was actually quite supportive about that. But my father was like, "Oh, you don't wear skirts. Now go put your pants on."
Yeah. I was gonna ask how do you think he would be? Like, is he supportive of that stuff, or is he not? Or was he not?
Pretty much on his deathbed, his last words to me that he loved me and he accepted me for who I am, no matter what.
That's good.
They move on to other topics, such as the trolls, South Park, and her love quest.
I have met those who would become my theoretical exes, but they turned out to be the trolls, among which pretending to be women or pretending to be sincere, but they were not sincere. They were trolling me for a prank. They trolled me to blackmail and deception, and it was just a whole big bunch of horrible messes.
Christine,
one of them got the original medallion.
Yeah.
Horrible. I don't know. Do you have PTSD from any of that?
The video suddenly concludes with a promise to upload a continuation of the interview, but it was never released. On October 19th, Christine reflected on Facebook that a woman right for her should be prepared to handle Chris's trolls, but for the moment, she felt that she was fully capable of being happy with herself by herself. On the 20th, Chris tweeted that if anyone wanted to interview her, they could pay her, and discuss the details by emailing sonichumanager@gmail.com, an email run by her so-called associates. A day later, she did another interview, this time live on YouTube, hosted by Satchmo, the creator of the Christian documentary. The interview has since been made private, and no copy of it is thought to exist, though can be gathered through discussions regarding it on Kiwi forums that Chris revealed that she was using estradiol and spironolactone, gender transitioning medication. The interview was widely panned by forum members for being boring and seen as an attempt by Satchmo to generate more attention by interacting with Christine. The next day, Chris addressed on Facebook a recent interview question regarding the most influential person in her life. Aside from her parents, she felt that it was her Providence middle school teacher, Virginia Sanford, for she was strong-minded and willed, and had encouraged Chris to be more confident and positively pushed her to do better and be herself as an individual person. On October 24th, Chris announced on Patreon that she was working on Sonichu-themed Christmas cards, which would be made available from her Redbubble merchandise store. On October 25th, Joshua Wise, a man who had previously commissioned Chris to make a drawing, made contact again with her under the name John Yamada, claiming to be a soldier from game industry, the main setting in the Japanese game and anime series Hyperdimension Neptunia, a franchise which is influenced by existing rivaling video game consoles and loosely symbolizes their war for success. Wise asked Chris if she was still in possession of her old Sega Dreamcast console, which, according to him, could hold a portal within that could actually transport Chris to her city of Quickville. From here, Joshua commenced a long campaign of trickery and deception with Christine, influencing her thoughts and creative process by convincing her of alternate dimensions via the use of online role-playing as varying characters through constant messaging and the sending of edited photos and audio clips. One such early clip, known as Red Forest, was purported to have been recorded by Wise's character, John Yamada, in the forests of Chernobyl while on the search for a magical artifact, referencing the video game series Stalker. The recording was, in fact, a collage of audio effects and sound bites taken from a wide range of sources and features the voices of Hyperdimension Neptunia characters Nepgear, IF, and Neptune. While walking through the forest, they get ambushed by Akan, a Russian antagonist from the action film Hardcore Henry.
I am a gust of beautiful wind that blows through.
What the fuck is going on here? This episode's fucking weird as shit, dude. This thing's like fucking wild.
This convinced Chris that Neptunia characters could travel to her real-life dimension. A later, publicly unreleased sound file created by Wise featured edited clips of audio from one of Christine's past interviews, which made Chris think that it was a recording of her alternate dimension self, speaking to the people of Quickville. Joshua Wise later confessed that his initial goal was to simply mess with Chris, and perhaps speed up the output of the Sonichu comics by influencing how the story developed. On October 27th, in a forum post, Chris's Facebook friend William Elliott Waterman's friend informed other readers that Waterman had suggested to Chris to donate some of her Patreon earnings to charity. Chris said that she would take that suggestion under advisement. She also had relinquished control of her profile on an unnamed dating site, feeling tired from having to deal with trolls, and gave William her login details so he could manage it on her behalf. The next day, she updated her Facebook profile photo to a picture of herself holding up a page from her latest Sonichu issue depicting Jamsta and Lalisa's duet, which was barely captured at the edge of the photo. On the final day of October, Chris notified her patrons that she was having some me time due to some mental quandaries, which caused a delay in uploads of new Sonichu pages.
Well, yeah, but what about the medallions and shit? Like, what's the backlog on all these medallions and everything? Did they just stop doing that? Wasn't that, like, somewhat profitable? Or, I mean, I guess maybe it wasn't, because she was doing a lot of work for, like, I guess a little bit of money. Okay.
November 4th, Christine updated her patrons with new Sonichu pages, telling them that they were delayed due to many unforeseen events over the past couple of weeks, and that she would be working on a very significant commission piece, which was claimed to have not been paid for by a mystery sweetheart, to dispel rumors. Also on that day, Chris pleaded for her Facebook followers to buy the PlayStation 4 game Hyperdimension Neptunia, because the world of game industry and goddesses needed their help. On the 6th, Chris uploaded 2 new drawings and a Facebook post detailing a supposed power struggle occurring in Quickville after hearing about it from Joshua Wise. I can't explain as much with just these 2 drawings, but there was a reason why I asked y'all to share your shares with the goddesses of Neptunia. There recently have been troubles from the foes of game industry, and some of them have invaded my city of Quickville. They hit us big, with Graduan and crew, last Saturday afternoon. I have had to personally astral project and share my power with Christine there. Plus, Uzume was with us in Seoul. I will tell more with more visuals in 2 days on here, but it is crucial that everyone in this reality and world put their love and shares to Neptune, Blanc, Noir, and Vert, so we can take out our mutual enemies and prevent our realities and dimensions from clashing, or even much worse. We all thank you for your support. In the replies to her post, Jessica Quinn returned to simply write, "What?" in confusion. Surprised by her comment, Christine messaged Jessica to ask her to prove herself by sending via text message a picture of herself with a piece of paper of the current date, after which point they would meet in person, with a chance of Chris changing her Facebook relationship status afterwards. Jessica did not agree to the offer, letting her know that she was only reaching out in friendship because she could not handle the trolls. Christine accepted her words of friendship with understanding.
Okay.
The next day, she went to Twitter to disclose the name of her gamer tag, or the profile she used to play Xbox games, revealing that she had, in fact, purchased an Xbox One game.
Whoa, that's a lot of evolution for Christine, buying a fucking Xbox, because, you know, they're a Hexbox and all that dumb bullshit nonsense. I mean, the Xbox is fucking cringe, let's just be honest with you. Fuck America, am I right, guys?
Console. It was also on that day that the new Sonic the Hedgehog game, Sonic Forces, was released. Chris quickly purchased the PS4 version. The game featured a mode where players could custom create playable characters, and Chris used this feature to attempt to design Sonichu. Upon creating the character, she shared her attempt with the troll playing the part of Arthur Spatchcock via the screen sharing feature, SharePlay. Spatchcock recorded Chris's showcase.
Wow.
It's disappointing. This one, but I can't change the color.
Chris shared her design effort over Twitter and asked that someone with good programming skills make and send her a better version of Sonichu. She would later buy the game for the Nintendo Switch and the Xbox One consoles. On November 8th, Chris wrote a lengthy Facebook post to elaborate on what has been happening in her life, convinced that it was all true from constant interactions with Joshua Wise, role-playing as various characters. She reminisced that a couple of weeks ago, around the time Wise made first contact, Magi-chan Sonichu had teleported into her room to scan her Sega Dreamcast console and found it to contain dormant power. Chris charged it for a full day and then placed her hand upon it, opened her third eye, and claimed that an immense surge of power transferred into her. She realized that she had allegedly been possessed by Uzume, a CPU, or goddess, from Hyperdimension Neptunia. Ever since that time, Uzume had been in Chris's body and could apparently take control and speak through Chris's mouth. What followed was a brief account of interdimensional travel carried out by Sylvana, Magi-chan, and Chris herself, apparently meeting with the other CPUs of the Neptunia universe. Because of their generosity, Christine acquired the powers of 5 goddesses. She then recounted the struggles against Uzume's evil twin, Kurome, fighting the people of the city of Quickville and the state of Virginia. This was followed by a brief account of an outing to the End Games card game store, while accompanied by Discord, a dragon-like character from My Little Pony. Chris had asked one of her friends there if she could see Discord, but she did not. Suffice to say, from personal experiences from the past 2 weeks, it is all real! Please, do heed my words and take advantage of my sound advice of helping power up our goddesses. You don't have to do much. Playing the Hyperdimension Neptunia games, watching the anime, and so forth is well and good. But all you really need to do is think of them positively. They are a needed good force, and they can't help us if we don't help them. I sure as sugar am helping them out. Please, follow our lead. Thank you. Sincerely and love, Miss Christine Weston Chandler. On November 12th, PewDiePie, the largest creator on YouTube, published a video offering up a short history of Christian and their internet infamy.
Oh my god, really? Jesus Christ. Fucking PewDiePie acknowledged the existence of Christian? Oh my god. That's fucking nuts. I wonder how big Christian like really was, like how much reach they really, because I don't think that they ever show like, or at least I'm not paying enough attention, like subscriber view counts or anything. So I imagine when PewDiePie shouted out Christian in some capacity, that must have sparked a bunch of people going like, oh my god, who is this? And looking into a ton of old videos. Like, so I wonder, like, I imagine a few thousand people knew Christian, but like, how many do you think, like, how bad do you think it was? Is this where shit fucking escalates? Is PewDiePie, unironically, potentially the biggest driving force, the largest driving negative force in Christian's life? Huh. Holy fuck. Really? You're saying yes? It's that bad? Holy shit. Wow. Fuck. Damn, PewDiePie. Jesus.
Eventually acquiring millions of views.
Ooh,
There's other fake girlfriends appearing. Ivy Saga as well.
Hi, Ivy.
Dude, you know, oh man, this is rough, brother. Holy fuck. I don't know how to feel. I mean, like, I'm wondering what was going through his head. He's probably like, oh, this person's insane, so I'm going to talk about them. But, oh, no, this is so bad to me. This is so bad.
I love you. I can't stop thinking about you.
So
Listen,
cringe.
everyone. This girl is my new girlfriend. You all best be nice to her, or I will seriously seize effort on the comic series.
Good morning.
I dedicate this music video to Ivy. Also, in addition to, if anyone messes up this relationship, if anyone messes up Ivy, period, I swear to God and Jesus that I will cease drawing my comics.
Where have all the good men gone, and where are all the gods?
He even included Ivy in his Sonichu series, taking off his famous sweater in the sunset.
Incredible.
I'm sorry I made
Wait, this is the street, right?
mistakes of showing your
This is the street.
picture off to some.
Afterwards, Christine tweeted at PewDiePie, asking
Didn't seem that bad, I suppose. Okay, I want to reference this. It didn't really seem that bad, I suppose. That's it. Okay.
him to direct message her. No conversation between the two is thought to have occurred.
Wow.
PewDiePie has since made his video on Chris private, though other re-uploads are still viewable on the site.
Oh wow. Wait, do I want to watch the PewDiePie? Can somebody send that to me? Holy shit.
On November
That's
13th,
fucking nuts.
Christine explained via a lengthy Facebook post that she had not been possessed by Uzume from Hyperdimension Neptunia, but rather a clone of her. It was also on this day that Chris started fulfilling paid video requests on YouTube again.
Nice.
First was a performance of the song I Dreamed a Dream from the musical Les Miserables.
I dream a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and life worth living.
I can't with the PlayStation music in the fucking background. You know what's crazy though? This game, people were telling me that you should be able to beat it in 4 hours. I'm playing for like 5 or 6, so apparently I'm not very good at it.
This was soon followed by a cover of the song Sorry Not Sorry by Demi Lovato.
I'm out here looking like a regret, ain't too proud to beg, second chance you'll never get. And yeah, I know
I bet it must hurt to see me like this, but it gets worse.
On November 14th, Chris was convinced by Joshua Wise that Silvana Roschu had been kidnapped by Akan, the Russian villain. Fortunately, she was told that a so-called rescue mission, codenamed Operation Barbarossa, was in place to save her. On Facebook, Chris posted a photo of the apparent soldier who would be saving Silvana, who was in fact Novislav Djajic, a Serbian militant, and the still was taken from an infamous music video for the morale-boosting propaganda song Bog je Sirbini on će nas čuvati, or
Bro, how the fuck did you pronounce that, dude? What the hell's the matter with you?
or God is a Serb and he will protect us, commonly referred to online simply as Remove Kebab, made during the Yugoslav wars of the 1990s. Chris was not aware of the reference. To further support the soldiers' efforts in rescuing Silvana, Wise encouraged Christine to make a freestyle dance video set to the music of Remove Kebab.
Whoa.
People of the world, Christine Chandler coming to you from live from home.
Nice.
And the world is in great need of your services as well as my own, most direly. So dance with me if you will, to this lovely little polka. And put on a tinfoil hat to show that the man will not take over your minds. A beret will also suffice as well. That's free in your own way. Even the dogs are singing.
Sounds like... Is this polka? My Jaji used to love this.
This recent development made Kiwi Farms members suspect that someone was influencing her actions, though there was yet no evidence of such tampering.
Yet.
The next day, Chris was told by Joshua an elaborate story detailing the outcome of Operation Barbarossa, injected with references to cloakers, or enemies from the game Payday 2, and to concentration and extermination camps of Nazi Germany.
Oh my god.
She notified her followers of the news on Facebook. Operation Barbarossa was well and good. Silvana Roschu has been rescued. There was a battle of the war of our new common enemy that lasted the past couple of days. Also, after Silvana got captured, until the mutual foe is—
Bro, when the fuck did Augie raid my channel? What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? I just realized Augie raided my channel like an hour ago. Oh my god. I gotta set like an alert or something for when people do that. Why did nobody say raid? What the fuck? Thanks, Augie. God damn it. I fucking read a message of...
down for good, at least. Count Graduan and Quickville's Christine Weston Chandler signed a peace treaty as Graduan offered his troops and services for the effort. The fight was north beyond Rockersville, and the commander of the enemy waves were going to push the fight into Charlottesville. Thankfully, with the help of the Quick Defense, Army Division, my Autobots, and my family, our large group kept the enemy back. Then, Christine initiated a very smart operation, Final Solution. There were cloakers and similar bad people of interest in Quickville, not counting Graduan and his crew. They rounded the cloakers and baddies up, and in a large plot of land Graduan donated, a prison camp with great facilities for reforming the bad pawns to good people. Graduan donated a lot of land to build prison camps full of large ovens to keep the people warm, and even top-notch dentistry with well-trained doctors also running the clinic. The camps—
Wait. Graduan donated a lot of land to build prison camps full of large ovens to keep the people warm? What? Wait, what is...
to good people. Graduan donated a lot—
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait a minute. Wait. What? Wait.
Facebook.
Wait, what?
Operation Barbarossa was well and good. Silvana Roschu has been rescued.
Wait, this is really bad.
There was a battle of the war of our new common enemy that lasted the past couple of days. Also,
we lost a few good soldiers in the process. May they rest in peace. And their efforts were not in vain.
So, after Silvana got captured, until the mutual foe is down for good at least, Count Graduan and Quickville's Christine Weston Chandler signed a peace treaty as Graduan offered his troops and services for the effort. The fight was north beyond Rockersville, and the commander of the enemy waves were going to push the fight into Charlottesville. Thankfully, with the help of the Quick Defense, Army Division, my Autobots, and my family, our large group kept the enemy back. Then, Christine initiated a very smart operation, Final Solution. There were cloakers and—
Final Solution? Is she being serious?
Similar bad people of interest in Quickville, not counting Graduan and his crew. They rounded the cloakers and baddies up, and in a large plot of land Graduan donated, a prison camp with great facilities for reforming the bad pawns to good people.
Oh my god, this is really bad. Holy fuck. It's just fucked up. Did she do this on her own? Did she know what she was doing?
Graduan donated.
Hold on,
Donated. A prison camp with great facilities for reforming the bad pawns to good people.
After rounding up the cloakers and bad guys there, our foes retreated, and our groups of brave and powerful heroes are free to return to their homes and rest.
Graduan donated a
Built on Quickville soil, not in the city though, outside of the city.
lot of land to build prison camps full of large ovens to keep the people warm.
What the fuck?
And even top-notch dentistry with well-trained doctors also running the clinic.
Oh my god.
The camps also have some of the best showers a prisoner can ask for. Shower stalls with privacy walls.
Bro.
We all in Charlottesville, Ruckersville, all places to the north of us, and the people of Quickville
A troll named Joshua Wise put this idea in her head? Oh my god.
can sleep more safely now. Your shares to the game industry goddesses really helped us in this battle. Thank you everyone for your love, kindness, and most generous support. Please continue to offer your shares to them for any and all other future conflicts, here on our world, and in all of the other worlds, realities, and dimensions. Have a great day, Earth. We've all helped make it more safe.
Ovens to keep you warm. Holy fuck.
With Wise seemingly in control of Chris's thoughts, he established how easily convinced Christine could be of outlandish concepts if one were to indulge in her adventurous musings in cartoon realities and alternate dimensions. This was merely the beginning of an insidious cycle of trolling that would cause detrimental effects to her psyche for years to come.
Wow. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. That was fucked up. Okay. Well, thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.